Hello, good morning. I'm going to present the book Farewell the Tranquil Mind. This is a novel. I chose this book because I love reading novels. I like romantic stories. And this is the story of a boy who was born in England in 1740. And his name was David. He talks about all his life. When he was a child, he was living in London with his family, with his parents and brothers, and he talks about a lot of good experience that he had with his brothers when they were young. And one day when he grew up, he decides to go to France to have another life, maybe to get a job or something. He arrived to France alone, and when he stayed there, he know a boy. His name was Andre, and Andre was looking for a house to live, and David too. So they go together, and they found a house. In this house was a girl, and the name of the girl is Charlotte. Charlotte was the daughter of the owner of the house. They live there, but they rent rooms to boys, and and they start living there. And one day he was David was talking with Charlotte and tell her that he wants to go out and go back to England, because in that time it was the French Revolution. So the things were dangerous, and it was a war there in the city. So David was thinking of go back to England, and Charlotte tell him that the war will going to finish soon, and that the city Paris, because they were living in Paris, will be better. That before the war, that city was very beautiful, and when the war finished, that things will be better. So David should stay there and don't go. So David was thinking that Charlotte told him that because they need the money that he was paying for the rent, and David said that to Charlotte, and Charlotte get angry and get sad because she was in love to David, and she told him that she was in love to him, and David couldn't believe it because Charlotte was not like the other girls. She thinks that women should be not like just for stay at home and taking care of the children. She has like revolutionary ideas, and David couldn't believe that Charlotte was in love to him, because he thinks that he was like all the other guys, and also that Andre was more handsome than him. and and when he knows that Charlotte was in love to him, he supposedly realized that he always had been in love to her too, and they start talking about their lives, about why they will do after that, so they can get married, and they start a lot of things, and their dream was to get married and have a farm. David told Charlotte that the best thing that they can do it was go to America, to United States, because in that time United States was the best option for new couples to be there and start a life. But some things get difficult, so they couldn't go as quickly as they want. And the sister of Charlotte, her name was Marcel. She was married with a man, and they have a little baby. And the husband of Marcel go out, and Marcel stay alone with his baby. So Marcel asked Charlotte if she can go with them to United States, and David doesn't want to, so he decides to look for Marcel's husband to to make them to be together, so David can go just with Charlotte. And one day they get married, and the wedding was normal, something like the other ones. And they get married, but they couldn't go away because they didn't have already find the Marcel's husband, and they couldn't let alone Marcel. So David continued looking for Marcel's husband, and one day he found him, and David talks to Marcel's husband to go with his wife and stay with his baby because they need him. And the Marcel's husband agree, and he go back with his wife, and David go back with Charlotte, who was waiting for him there in Paris. When David go out looking for Marcel's husband, ask Charlotte that please she stay there, that she doesn't go to another city or another place, so she has to stay there, because when David go back, he can find her again and they can stay together. And that's what happened. David go back to Charlotte, and they be together. And one day they travel to America to go for their dream, and they stay together and happy forever. That's all. That's all the story. I hope you have enjoyed that, and thank you.